What up, though? It's your boy Fresh Rome with another debate, and football is officially back. Football is officially back. I love football. I love fucking football, man. I just want to take steroids and just hit my head against a helmet, a locker, or something. I just want to hit something because football is back. Today's debate, one of my favorite skill positions in the sport, wide receivers, the Divas. Who is the greatest wide receiver of all time? My top five. Let's get into it. Roll that intro. Ah! Football's back, man. So I'm starting off with my top five wide receiver leading to the number one greatest wide receiver of all time, which I'm going to tell you at the end of the clip, of course. This is the debate channel. Debate with me. Tell me your top five and tell me who you think is the greatest wide receiver of all time. My top five, solidified. You can't beat it. It's the best, man. So I'm jumping right into it. I left out some people, man. We'll get into it. You'll see who I left out, so I don't have to say it because you already know who's going to get left out when I tell you my top five. Starting with number five. Number five, Antonio Brown.
Roethlisberger throws, back shoulder, Antonio Brown down the sideline, back to the middle of the field, and now he might go. Brown, touchdown. So far. Wide open is Brown at the 25-10 and in for the touchdown. He got away from Adam Jones. 60 yards in all. And again, in the last 2 minutes of the first half, the Steelers strike big.
Here comes the blitz. Picked up. Then going deep, and it is caught in the end zone by Brown. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Blitz on. And a one-handed grab is good for the touchdown. Antonio Brown.
Yes, Antonio Brown is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, and I think he's top five. And when he's done with his career, he may be top three. He got some legal trouble. He was on some other stuff. I don't know what happened. That put a little dent in his career. But when he was healthy, mentally and physically, he was the best wide receiver in the league. It was not even close. He was better than Odell Beckham. He was better than Odell Beckham. I can't think of nobody else who was in the league, but he was better than everybody else. When he was with Le'Veon Bell, Ben, that dude, I don't want to say his name, Ben. He been beating up women twice, but anyways. And he had Le'Veon Bell and all that, Thomas, whatever name, the head coach. But anyway, he was the best wide receiver in the league. It wasn't even close. Then he wanted more money and all that stuff, and then he just went off the deep end. But he's back. He's a Super Bowl champion now. Look at his stats right there. I got him up there. Don't say Super Bowl champ, but he is officially a Super Bowl champ, and he scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Without him, he would never won. They would never won the Super Bowl. I put money on it. Antonio Brown was a big piece of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl last year, and I love Antonio Brown. He's the greatest route runner of all time. There's nobody could run a better route than that guy. Maybe Jerry Rice, but it's kind of but Antonio Brown just so small and he's precise. That's what he can run. His feet, his angles, how he cuts. It's just so on time. He's gonna be there. He knows. He studies the game. When he's healthy, mentally, he is the best wide receiver. And I already got him passing Marvin Harrison, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, and the rest of the people. Chris Carter, I think he's just that good. You can't deny it. Just look at him. Just watch the film, man. He is one of the GOATs already. And he will be up there when his career is ended. And Antonio Brown is solidified a top five greatest wide receiver of all time on my list. In my opinion, he is. But let's roll into number four. Number four, Megatron.
30 millions later, my future favors the legendary status of a hip-hop rhyme savior. Travel around the atlas in a spaceship, candy coated. My day shift been devoted to fucking up bundles of paper. Pi equals 314. The devil's pie is big enough to justify dough thing. Wait up. Lamping in Jamaica, the clouds turning, my thoughts turning, burning cash to oil. I've been determined to make and earn this seed in the soil is classified. I'm satisfied when I strategize my kids' future. I ain't sanctified enough to say that I won't shoot ya. I done vandalized the industry for a circuit, the earthiest / thirstiest nigga you know versus this scum of a land that transcend two surfaces. The richer the poor, the bigger the picture, the more blood pours. But don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me.
Calvin Johnson. What can I say? The biggest wide receiver ever, probably the fastest. This dude bigger than everybody on the field. When everybody's on there, the O-line's looking up to him. Everybody's looking up to him, man. But he had the Detroit syndrome, man. Detroit, for some reason, have the greatest people of all time, but they retire quick because they don't want to be hurt and they just suck. They know they're not going to win anything, but at the same time, it's like I've been in the league for about 8 years, 10 years. I made my money. I put my stamp in the game, man, so I'm out. So it happened with Barry Sanders and it happened with Megatron. Megatron could, honestly, he could still be playing right now, man. I don't remember him being hurt that much, but I just know he had one of the best seasons ever. I thought he was going to get 2,000 yards as a wide receiver. Nobody still hasn't done that, but I thought he was going to be the one to do it, or Antonio Brown. But Antonio Brown, I don't think he can do it now. But Calvin Johnson was the person I thought who was going to break that record, him and OTO. But Megatron, I wish he was still playing, man. He deserved more credit, man, for that shorter period of time. With him, same with Antonio Brown. That short window of time, what they've been playing, they already passed a lot of people, man. That just makes them great, man. I know people with better stats, more all-time pro, more yards and all that stuff, but it's the eye test. What you see, they done enough to say, hey, I am one of the best. And Calvin Johnson is number 4. And every time you throw up to Calvin Johnson, he's going to catch it. This was all Matthew Stafford did. Just, caught. So I had to put Megatron at number 4. Now, the top 3. Everybody knows the top 3. Everybody's top 3 is the same. Just goes different in order. So, number 3, Randy Moss.
And again, Tom Brady and Randy Moss are just playing jump ball.
Brady with time, going back again to Moss. Touchdown, Patriots. There's 2 great football players showing why they're great. And Brady and Moss hook up on a record catch.
Cowboys showing blitz. Minnesota.
Randy Moss breaks a tackle, and Randy Moss races down the sideline, and Randy Moss just outruns everybody into the end zone. He is incredible. Play the field. Play the clock. Well, they get to the line quickly, don't they? Brady goes for the big ball to Moss. He reels it in with one hand right over Revis. Beat him this time. I don't even have to say what a catch. Revis, where's the deep safety? Moss knew he had him too. He put that hand up early, didn't he? Look at that.
I'm sorry, Randy Moss is number 3 on my list. Some people got him as number 1, some got him as 2, some got him at 3. But Randy Moss was, right off the bat, he was kicking everybody's ass, man, especially my Cowboys. Oh my gosh, he kicked the ass, man. But Randy Moss, he got his own, you got Moss, man. When you catch somebody, you got Moss. He made his own term. Randy Moss is a certified, and he can hoop too, man. What couldn't he do? Now he's commentating. Randy Moss, you are solidified. Go with your country accent, man. But Randy Moss goes hard, man. Just speed, agility. One thing I did take away from Randy Moss, some of the running through the middle. He didn't run through the middle. He was skinny and lanky like me, but on the sidelines, he will burn you. But he did not get into the middle. He didn't want to get hit or anything like that, but I give it to him. And he didn't win no Super Bowl, so that kind of hurts too, but he still is a certified legend, and he would dunk on you, catch everything over you. Anything that comes in it, he's catching it, man. And people hate him at the end of his career because he got a little diva, but they all are divas, man. They all divas, man. If you're not a diva, besides Larry and Megatron, then and Julio Jones, this may change. Julio Jones may go up the list, but right now, he's not in the top 5 right now. But anyways, Randy Moss, number 3 on my list, man. Just pure entertainment, man. Dude, those first couple years, man, he just kicked everybody's ass, man. He had the best season ever with Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the GOAT, man. Freak. Tom Brady's the GOAT. But Randy Moss is number 3 on my list. One of the best wide receivers. Just throw it up there, he'll catch it, man. And he was quick, fast, man. Just algebra, but he didn't run through the middle. That's why number two is why I put him ahead of Randy Moss. T.O.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. I got so many felonies, I might can't never go to Canada. But Drake said he gon' put some screens, so let me check my calendar. I just popped me one of them whatchamacallits and it boosted my stamina. Now I'm fucking her on the Banister, guess I just East Atlanta. And I already dropped Tarantula. Fuck a challenge, yeah, me hoes ain't got no manners, bruh. What's the manners? I keep throwing rubber bandits up. Ho, pull your panties up, cause you fuck like.
He was I thought he was the best, but at the same time, I gotta sit back and realize, no, he's not number one. But T.O., fast, probably the most physical, strongest wide receiver there is. The only person that come close to that's probably Calvin Johnson, but T.O., he worked his ass off, man. They gave T.O. a bad rep. He should have been a first ballot Hall of Fame. I'm still pissed off they took this long to give him in the put him in the Hall of Fame, but he's in there now. He got his gold jacket. He did his own little thing. He still said, F you guys, I'm still T.O. I'm doing my own thing. I got my gold jacket. Took a while, but I'm in there. Should have been first ballot, but I remember the first time I saw him, he cried. Man, T.O. cried a lot, man.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
You have, and on top of that, child support.
Let Terrell Owens run right through it. Steve Young was 7 out of 9.
God damn, every time I think about it, this is my quarterback. Then when he caught that game-winning touchdown against Green Bay, he was crying again. But this boy be crying his ass off, man. But I love you, T.O., man. You one of my favorite. You my favorite wide receiver of all time, but you're not number one. But I love T.O. He worked his ass off. He was hard. He was strong. He worked, man. And when he broke his leg and he had to stay in the chamber with Goku and Vegeta, he went in there and came back and had like 200 yards in the Super Bowl, still lost, man. Didn't get a Super Bowl ring, but respect to T.O., man. One of the best shows, man. Oh, his show, man. I miss those days. You can bring out props and stuff. I miss that, man. T.O. was the king of props. Him and Chad, man. That's why they was like this, man. I love T.O., man. Number 2 on my list. And number 1, the greatest wide receiver and probably the greatest football player, man. That's not a debate, but I think he's the greatest football player. I really think he is the greatest football player. Jerry Rice.
I have to pinch myself. I can't believe some of the things I have done.
Go into the pros. What goals have you set for yourself?
But number 1, I would like to be the all-time receiver.
Is one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences.
And Rice made an incredible catch!
The greatest receiver of all time.
He may have been the greatest football player of all time.
He stands alone at the pinnacle of National Football League history. Oh, what a play! Jerry Rice!
16th pick in the first round. Wide receiver, Jerry Rice of Mississippi Valley.
I had that hunger, that desire, and I was not going to let anything stand in my way.
Montana going deep for Rice, touchdown. This guy,
man, he wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the strongest, he just outworked everybody. Compared to all these other guys, Jerry Rice it's not on their level, speed-wise, body-wise, but somehow he stayed open. Still caught 1 million yards, still caught 1 million touchdowns, man. Jerry Rice is the GOAT. He is the MJ of wide receiver. He was, man, when I was a kid, Jerry Rice was, I'm like, dang, he's the best player ever. God dang, but Jerry Rice is just legendary, man. There's no better wide receiver than Jerry Rice, man. I don't care about Moss and people, Megatron being bigger than everybody else, Antonio running the best routes, and T.O. with the antics and stuff. End of the day, Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver of all time. There's no comparison. You can have your favorites, but in your heart, in your mind, you know Jerry Rice is the GOAT, man. And I'm telling you, he's up there for best football player of all time. He's up there with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana. Jerry Rice is up there, man. He's top 3. He's probably the best football player there is, with all his Super Bowl rings and everything, man. He even took even him and Tim Brown, when they was like 7 years old, and Rich Gannon, they went to the Super Bowl and almost won, but the Buccaneers beat them. But Jerry Rice is the best wide receiver of all time. My favorite is T.O., but I got to give it to Jerry Rice. He is the GOAT. So, Jerry Rice, you still the man, man. But let's run through my top 5 so I can get out of here. Got to go to work, make some money, pay for some bills, pay for my cell phone bills, because I'm running low on money because I can't stop spending crap. But anyway, number 5, Antonio Brown. Number 4, Megatron, Calvin Johnson. Number 3, Randy Moss. Number 2, Crybaby T.O., Terrell Owens, man. You my favorite, man. That's my quarterback. And the greatest wide receiver of all time, Jerry Rice. That's it for my debate. I see y'all next time. Make sure you follow, subscribe. Follow your boy on the Instagram. Dude, follow me anywhere, man. You can find my MySpace. Follow me there, too. I'll put you in my top 5, man. But I'm out. It's your boy Fresh Rome with another debate.